The Modern Express, a 164-meter-long roll-on roll-off vessel, was en route to Le Havre in France on the 26th of January 2016 in heavy weather when she lost stability. She was left to drift 150 nautical miles off the Spanish coast in the Bay of Biscay. The 22 crew members had already been successfully evacuated by the Spanish Coast Guard. The wind, waves, and strong current left her listing heavily. An immediate rescue operation was needed as the vessel was drifting towards the French coast. There was a possibility that she might run aground, causing an environmental disaster. A salvage team from Smith Salvage was on location within 24 hours. A frigate from the French Navy and a French tug were nearby to monitor the situation. It was too risky to board the Modern Express immediately. A detailed inspection from the air was carried out first. Then, the salvage plan was drawn up. The only option was to attach a tow line and tow the vessel to a port in a safe and controlled way. The salvage operation was launched after the French authorities approved the plan. On January 29th, a helicopter transferred a 4-man salvage team from the Navy frigate to the Modern Express. The steep list of the vessel made this a challenging operation for the experienced salvors. Safety is paramount during salvage operations. The salvage team on board monitored the safety situation constantly. The bad weather conditions made it impossible to attach the tow line. A second attempt was considered irresponsible. The team was hoisted off the vessel. All possible scenarios were taken into consideration. The French authorities took the measures required to respond to a possible grounding. On February 1st, the Modern Express was just 25 nautical miles off the French coast. The salvage team was hoisted on board again in a final attempt to attach a tow line to the Modern Express before she ran aground on the coast. This time, successfully. A towing connection was made with the tug. As a result of the close collaboration between Smith Salvage, the P&I Club, and the Spanish and French authorities, and thanks to the new EU Port of Refuge guidelines, the Port of Bilbao was willing to receive the Modern Express. The salvage team thought it was too risky to take the vessel to Bilbao that evening. In the early morning of February 3rd, 8 salvors went back on board the Modern Express to attach additional tow lines before she was towed into the port. At the same time, all the preparations to accommodate her were being made ashore. All the required salvage equipment was transported from Rotterdam to Bilbao. The Modern Express was towed into the port, attracting a lot of public interest. And then moored in a safe and controlled way before the salvage team was taken off the vessel. Extensive inspections were carried out during the following days. It was decided to use the vessel's tanks for ballasting and deballasting in order to righten the Modern Express. After 3 weeks, the ship was successfully brought upright and redelivered in a safe condition to her owners.